Hi and welcome to Zoom TV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Basically, we're going to give you information so you can make a more informed purchasing decision. On today's program, Alan Simons gets to jump in his very first Alfa Romeo. Thanks to John Hughes, he checks out the new Giulietta.
Yes, looks are important and performance even more so. And Alfa Romeo has given us all we could hope for in both departments.
And we catch up with some off-road four-wheel drive enthusiasts at their campfire gathering.
It's just bringing everyone together to enjoy each other's company in a relaxed atmosphere, have a few drinks, sit around a campfire. What more could you want under a nice sunset like this?
Plus, Wangara Volkswagen let us check out the all-new Touareg.
This car gives us an all-round driving experience. Packed with all the extras as standard, the VW Touareg is in a class of its own.
And I'll introduce you to this week's Ian Diffin City Discount Tyres Zoomaholic. Tell me about the car.
2014 HSV GTS with a new LSA motor in it.
And our United Fuel Injection celebrity hitchhikers this week are Sally and Tyson from The Amazing Race. What would be your opinion of the best car on the road?
I love Lamborghinis.
So get comfortable and welcome to Zoom TV.
Have a look at this car. This car will cut through the clutter of the usual designs we see on the road today. In the car landscape where pretty much everything looks like, well, pretty much everything else, this car will turn heads. It's the Alfa Romeo Giulietta Progression TCT, and I'm pleased to say it drives as well as it looks. Yes, looks are important and performance even more so. And Alfa Romeo has given us all we could hope for in both departments. Sleek European styling married with the power and silky smooth comfort that only expert automotive engineers can master. Power, handling, elegance, safety and economy all come together in the one beautiful package. This car has a lovely, solid feel to it under any situation, and road handling that'll appeal to those of you who actually enjoy driving a car instead of just being a passenger. Some cars allow you to feel like you're an extension of the actual car itself, and I'm pleased to say the Alfa Romeo Giulietta is one of those cars. Alfa's reputation for sportiness is well and truly alive in the Giulietta. It has direct, well-weighted steering, poised and controlled suspension and exceptional brakes. It also has a 1.4-litre turbocharged engine producing 125 kilowatts of power, taking us from 0 to 100 kilometres per hour in 7.8 seconds and a maximum speed of 218 kilometres per hour. Fuel burn is a very economical 5.2 litres per 100 kilometres, highway, metro combined, and the engine easily meets all industry standards for emissions. Now, it also has Alfa TCT, which is an innovative twin dry clutch auto transmission. Now, this is basically two gearboxes in parallel, which gives it the ability to select the next gear while still hanging on to the previous one, which gives us a very smooth and spirited ride. Alfa has packed a heck of a lot into this car. Standard features include a leather steering wheel with radio and Bluetooth controls, climate control, electrically folding door mirrors, voice-active phone controls with MPS and USB port, electric lumbar support, start-stop feature and 16-inch alloy wheels. It's a very well-appointed motorcar. Well, this is a very welcome addition to the John Hughes stable, isn't it?
It definitely is. We're very, very excited to have Fiat and Alfa Romeo on board with us here in John Hughes. And it's certainly a welcome addition to the lineup of cars we're able to sell. And the Alfa is a very nice, very safe small car, isn't it? It is very much so, there's no doubt about it. You're talking about an extremely safe car. It's got 5-star ANCAP rating. We've got all the modern technology you would expect to find in a car like this. We've got 6 airbags, we've got ABS, EBD. It's a very, very safe car. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta Progression TCT will attract a lot of attention.
The best place to see one is at John Hughes. Go to johnhughes.com.au or follow the links from Zoom TV.
Coming up after the break, we catch up with some off-road four-wheel drivers at their campfire gathering. That's next on Zoom TV. What do you get when you combine a heap of mud, mounds of dirt and four-wheel drives? Well, you get what looks like a heap of fun. Welcome to the West Australian Four-Wheel Drive Association Campfire Gathering. Pretty much a nice way of saying a heap of mates that love four-wheel drives, getting together and getting dirty. Davis, how are you, mate?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Everything that I do with you, mate, gets me dirty. What are we doing here at the campfire gathering? What's going on?
What we've done this year is the association is hosting a campfire gathering. We're bringing the 29 clubs from around WA to a central location. The Darwin Council's got on board and built us this awesome test track, and part of that is to bring all the clubs together in a social atmosphere, all like-minded four-wheel drivers having a good time.
Every time I catch up with you, it's always family. You've always got families involved. I really like that.
Look, I think one of the good things with being involved with a four-wheel drive club is the family atmosphere. And I think if it brings the family together, and I mean, these days there's a lot of computers, a lot of this, a lot of that, getting people back into the outdoors as a family, in a group, in a club environment, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Now, some of the people out there that want to get involved, what do?
Look, if people want to get involved in a club, they can get onto our website. It's the Western Australian Four-Wheel Drive Association, and that lists all the clubs. And from that, they can pick a club in their area, or they can obviously pick a club that suits them.
Now, one of the things that I like that your club does is it teaches people that they've got a four-wheel drive. It's not just, you know, to get you to and from work. It's to actually have fun with.
A lot of people spend a lot of money buying these four-wheel drives, and you want responsible four-wheel driving, not just in an area like this that's controlled, but also out in the bush, because obviously we don't want the bush damage. We want it open for everybody to enjoy what obviously the state has to offer. Again, you know, today alone we've probably had 50, 60 recoveries in here, cars getting stuck. So every opportunity to pull out a snatch strap, throw a bit of mud around, and they get dirty and everyone has a good time.
That's what it's all about. A couple of guys have tried getting me dirty actually, but
I
tried
hard, didn't they?
Don't want to mess up the do. What happens after dark? You all get together on
tonight
camp songs?
Yeah, look, tonight we've got a big campfire going. Once everyone's had tea, we've got a bit of entertainment going, obviously raffle prizes and so on. But again, it's just bringing everyone together to enjoy each other's company in a relaxed atmosphere, have a few drinks, sit around a campfire. What more could you want under a nice sunset like this?
Craig, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Now, I've been told you're the man that is one of the brains behind this event.
It's a committee, group organisation thing. I'm the chairman, so I oversee all of the work that's been done.
What drives you to do days like this?
For me personally, I've been four-wheel driving for about 30 years. It's my way of giving something back to the four-wheel drive community. Volunteering our time, because we're all volunteers, helping to keep areas open, in fact trying to open new areas, working with the local Department of Parks and Wildlife. We have a very good relationship with them.
And then the people that have the management of that land, you're trying to let them know that it's okay. You can let people on and they're not going to destroy what you have.
Yes, it's keeping tracks open for the future, repairing damage, because, you know, high use areas get damage and things like that. And it's also repairing the damage for safety, so people can go out and use these tracks safely.
I guess what you're trying to do is you're trying to have more of this and let it be contagious and get more people involved, because
yes,
like anything, when there's more people involved, it's more fun.
The idea of this today, or this weekend, is to try and get as many clubs together, interact, talk about what they do, perhaps even a bit of trip sharing maybe and things like that, and just become a more of a community and get to know other people.
Have fun.
Have fun, yeah.
People want to get involved, what do?
We've got the West Australian Four-Wheel Drive Association webpage. There's a lot of information on that. We've also got a Facebook page. So we've got West Australian Four-Wheel Drive Association Facebook page. That has a lot more instant information, if you like, on it. So,
cool. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you want to know more about the West Australian Four-Wheel Drive Association, go to Zoom TV and follow the links. Now, I'm going to head off with you, Craig, and get something to eat. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll go and raid these camp ovens.
If you're looking for something fun to do and you're into things that fly, drive and float, listen up, especially if you're in South Australia, because the Adelaide Auto Expo hits town Friday the 28th and Saturday the 29th of November. It's going to be a massive event with an awesome hot rod show, new car showroom, dream car garage, dyno comp, bikini show, drag racing and an extreme muscle car cruise. It's at the Adelaide Showgrounds, so get down and get involved. The Geelong Motor Revival is back, and this year promises over 500 motorbikes and motorcars from all makes, models and eras, and of course some great prizes. On the 29th and 30th of November, down on the waterfront in Geelong, this huge event attracts over 30,000 people, and if you show your pride and joy, you might even walk away with some prizes and trophies. Get all the info at geelongrevival.com.au. Now, if you're on the West Coast, we have a great free event all about hot rods and rockabilly. In Kelmscott, WA, the Hot Rod Show and Open Day will feature everything that's great about the 50s. Custom hot rods, live rockabilly music, 50s fashion, plus a sausage sizzle, product demos and awesome prizes. Sunday the 30th of November, and it all kicks off at 10 a.m. So there you go, that's what's going on with things that fly, drive and float. Now don't forget, if you've got an event coming up, go to our website zoomtv.com.au, tell us about the event, we'll give it a plug, we might even come along. Zoom TV is proud to be supporting Give a Feed, a wonderful charity which is going to help Food Bank Australia feed families in need this Christmas. And we would love your support. To give a feed personally, as a corporate or as a gift, jump onto giveafeed.com.au and help us give a feed to families in need this Christmas. Coming up after the break, I'm with this week's Ian Diffin City Discount Tyres Zoomaholic and his supercharged HSV Holden Commodore. That's next on Zoom TV. I'm now joined by Brock, one of the lucky winners of the Ian Diffin City Discount Tyres Performance Driving Day. Brock, how's your day going?
Absolutely magic.
What are you finding that you're getting the opportunity to do out there on the track?
Absolutely use every horsepower it's got and test these big brakes out and see if it stops.
So it's giving you a greater appreciation of what your car can and can't do?
Yep, absolutely. There's no point having all that power on the street if you can't come out here and use it properly and see what you can really do.
I tell you what, we've been listening to you and you must have the nicest sounding car that's doing laps out there, I reckon.
Yeah, once that exhaust opens up and you can really hear the power it's got, it's a beautiful note.
Now, mate, I've got to ask you, talking about the power, what's she got?
720 at the rear wheels.
They've got a jet in the back of your car.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Now, tell me about the car.
2014 HSV GTS with a new LSA motor in it, out of the factory about 430 horsepower at the wheels, and like I said, now it's about 720.
And what's your favourite thing about it?
Just having a nice brand new shiny car. Nothing better than that.
Yeah, and it's a nice looking car as well, mate. I tell you what, get over there and continue your training. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Do you own something incredible that drives, flies or floats? Then we want to hear about it and maybe even have you on the show. All you have to do is film a short video under 2 minutes long about your car, your motorbike, your four-wheel drive, your boat or your plane and tell us just what makes it so great. Then upload your video to YouTube and email the link to imazoomaholic@zoomtv.com.au. You and your car could feature on the show all around Australia. Plus, if you're the member of a motoring enthusiast club and you've got an event coming up, let us know about it and you never know, we might come along.
Today, we've made the short trip to one of Perth's northern suburbs to Wangara Volkswagen, and it's here that we're going to be able to take a look at the all-new Volkswagen Touareg. Wangara Volkswagen stock the entire range of new passenger and commercial vehicles and also specialise in servicing genuine Volkswagen parts, fleet vehicles, vehicle finance and insurance. Well, here's the Passat, not today. Tiguan, no. The Golf, a little later. Here it is. This is the all-new 2014 Volkswagen Touareg. And the first thing you notice when you approach this car is that, well, it's a big car, but it has a certain understated elegance. Well, of course it does. It's a Volkswagen. Let's have a closer look. The Volkswagen Touareg is not just another SUV. With the Touareg, we have that classic styling I mentioned earlier, refined power and luxurious interior. This car gives us an all-round driving experience. Packed with all the extras as standard, the VW Touareg is in a class of its own. Now, we already know, because it's a Volkswagen, that it's going to be a good drive. Let's find out exactly how good a drive this Touareg is. What we have here is class. The Volkswagen 4Motion all-wheel drive system is unbeatable. No matter what the terrain, the Touareg will take you up it, over it, or through it smoothly. This car features one of the best back seat benches ever produced, offering 6.3 inches or just over 16 centimetres of fore-aft travel. Safety is also paramount, with 6 airbags as standard, along with stability control and 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes. This car is more luxurious than its competitors. It's solid, stable, and certainly a whole lot more comfortable. 5 people can ride in this car in absolute comfort. And because of the high driving position in the front, you can clearly see out ahead. And with the generous cargo space, you can take everything you need away with you when you go on trips. The Touareg used to be a little bit overweight, but now, with the use of advanced materials and techniques, Volkswagen has engineered about 230 kilos out of the vehicle, gaining up to 20% better fuel efficiency. 8-speed automatic transmission and permanent 4-wheel drive are the building blocks in the powertrain department. And this model has our favourite engine, the 6-cylinder, 3-litre turbo diesel, renowned for its torque and efficiency. The Touareg features a platform that was jointly engineered with Audi and Porsche, who use it on their Q7 and Cayenne, giving this car a truly world-class foundation for many thousands of dollars cheaper than those other premium brands. This is a great crossover car. Of course it is. It's a Volkswagen. To find out more, go to wangaravolkswagen.com.au or follow the links from Zoom TV.
Coming up after the break, I'm with this week's United Fuel Injection celebrity hitchhikers, Sally and Tyson from The Amazing Race. That's up next on Zoom TV. Welcome back to Zoom TV. I'm now with what I'd only can summarise as some of the toughest people I've ever met in real life. Sally and Tyson from The Amazing Race, how are you? And thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Now, I've got to talk about the obvious. You are the fittest couple I've probably ever met. You must just have a heap of protein in the house.
We do. We have so much egg whites. You open our fridge and it's just full of egg white cartons everywhere.
Egg whites, rice and sweet potatoes, steak, chicken.
Yeah. Whole eggs.
Now, obviously before The Amazing Race, I mean, you guys had a life. What were you doing? I mean, it must have revolved around fitness or...
Yeah, we were sort of doing competitions. We'd been competing overseas, doing a lot of international stuff. So 2013 we competed in Ukraine. We went to Austria. Sally won the World Bikini Cup in Austria.
Okay, now let's talk about The Amazing Race, which has made you a household couple. Tell us about the whole experience itself. How did you find it? What was it like?
The experience, it's one of those shows where it's, as you see, it is a race and it is a real deal. There was never like, oh, let's do that again.
Or say it again, or say it a little bit different.
If they miss a shot, that shot was gone and ever. You just kept racing.
And we had the most amazing time.
I'm so proud of everything that we have done and seen amazing things that I was able to do with the most amazing person in the world and to get engaged at the same time, it's just like, all my dreams come true.
And the best thing about the show, I suppose, is for real, you get to travel.
Yeah.
And you get to see different parts of the world.
Yeah,
that's what I find
true.
the most, I suppose, inspiring thing about being part of the show.
Absolutely.
And someone else paying for it as well.
Yeah. That was the best part. And also, experiencing their cultures and meeting the locals and learning a little bit. And it just really inspires you to want to go back and learn more about their lives and their cultures.
Hola. Welcome to Lisbon, Portugal.
Fast five, you ready for this?
Yeah.
As a couple, you can answer.
Okay.
What was the first car you ever had?
My first car, I would say, was my Volkswagen Polo that Mum and Dad got for me.
There you go. Thanks, Mum and Dad.
I had a Ford Fairmont XF that was a family car, got passed down.
Okay, what is your opinion collectively as a couple of the worst car on the streets today?
Tiny little or really old cars.
It's like the smart cars?
Yeah, they're not too
Are they
bad.
cars?
I would probably summarise this for you, or summarise this. Any car you can't fit in,
Exactly,
which is
like the little
probably
mighty
anything
boy.
below a medium-sized car.
Do you remember the little mighty
Yes.
boys, the little Suzuki, I think they were?
Like a mini ute.
I had Tonka trucks bigger than that on the farm when, as a kid.
What would be your opinion of the best car on the road?
I love Lamborghinis. Obviously, it's not really practical, so but if I had to...
I would love just to get you on the show one time and get a Lambo and see if I could fit you in a Lamborghini. And the question would be, what do you drive now?
I now drive, again, thanks Mum and Dad, Mazda Tribute.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So, and I've actually got the same now. A Ford Fairmont, but a BF, so just
Consistent.
a new... Yeah.
Consistent. There you go. Final question, ready? This is the final one. Now, what is your greatest fear?
I'm actually a very poor swimmer, so I
really?
don't float very well. So and I struggle. So I've even recently.
You need body fat to float.
Yeah. And actually before the race, I was actually having swimming lessons, and I'm still a very bad swimmer.
I'll tell you what, I can see you both are starting to get a little bit of hunger in your eyes, so I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
There you go. I'll go you. Thank you
Thank
very much,
you.
Sally. And we're done. Now, if you'd like to know anything more from today's show, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. And if you belong to a club to do with anything that flies, drives or floats, we'd love to hear from you, especially if you've got an event coming up. All you've got to do is go to our events page, tell us about the event, we'll give it a plug, we might even come along. Until next week, bye for now, thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do that zooms, make sure you do it safe. And that's a wrap.